All right, I think this is live. Okay, 5 6 9. All right, I gotta get used to this whole live streaming thing on the new one, I guess. But anyways, guys, sadly, it is not September 21st, the 21st of September anymore. As the 22nd. As actually, you know what? It is. I thought I was going live at midnight, but it's still 21st of September. So happy 21st of September for everybody. But yeah, guys, I told you guys I was going to try to do at least one video a week now. If it's like these live streams or whatever, they're kind of more convenient for me to just come on here and talk to you guys about something. But usually, I would like to just have these Friday, Saturday nights come on here and talk to you guys about movies with a drink or something like that, a good old beer, so we could just come and hang out, have a good time. But unfortunately, the hell? Fortunately, I just have like a soda. I went to go get some food and have a soda. But anyways, hopefully next time I can have a drink. But yeah, guys, today we're going to be talking about a lot. I've been seeing some movies at the theaters lately, so that's that. We're going to be talking about Ad Astra, Rambo, Last Blood, the Peanut Butter Falcon, and also, I'm going to give you guys I'm going to tell you guys my watch list for the rest of 2019. I put it together a watch list on Letterboxd, and just thought I'd share that with you guys. And if you guys have any question, anybody who's tuning in live, you guys can ask questions, and at the end of the live stream, I'll answer them. Or if you guys are seeing this pre-recorded, just leave questions down there, and I'll answer them next week. And we're also going to be talking about. Okay, that's pretty much it. So, anyways, guys. Yeah, quick life update. I'm still, like I said last week, I'm still kind of I guess in the process of moving, if you will. This is probably going to be one of the last sort of videos with this set. I'm going to kind of revamp this area, but it's still going to be Adrian, eat healthier. Yeah, I know, man. That's why I was like I could have a nice healthy water or something other than the soda, right? But yeah, the Joker, man, I'm super excited for that. Or Joker, as it's just called. I'm super excited for that. So yeah, I'm still in the process of that. And that's basically it, guys. I've been trying to watch a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows. And speaking of TV shows, actually something that is on the rundown, Lost is going to be celebrating its its 15th anniversary. That's insane. I've been watching that show. I remember watching it when it premiered, and then falling off with it, and then catching back up. I think like 2 seasons prior to the series finale, I should say. So I've been watching it for a long time. It's my favorite TV show of all time. I'm actually rewatching it right now. It's on Hulu. I literally just made I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I literally just made a fake email and stuff like that just to watch that. And I believe I picked up at the end of season 3, I think midway, or was it like midway season 4, 5? Yeah, midway season 4. I got back into it and then finished season 5, and now I'm like almost. I think I need like 4 more episodes, including the finale, or maybe 4. Yeah, including the finale. So yeah, Lost is going to be celebrating its 15th anniversary tomorrow. So that's insane. Let me know in the comment section down below what are your guys' favorite TV shows. That's mine. Other shows that are up there like Breaking Bad. Even though everybody disliked the ending, I feel like we shouldn't throw away the rest of the show because of the ending. That's Game of Thrones, Friends, That 70s Show, Dragon Ball Z. Those are some of my favorite TV shows. But all right, guys, let's get to the reviews, because these kind of live streams are going to be quick, 30 minutes or less, a little bit more. But yeah, let's get to the nitty gritty here. Ad Astra is a movie that I was highly anticipating. Like everybody, I think I seen the trailer. I think, yeah, when it first released online, it was I saw it like everybody else. It was released online, and I was all right, cool. Brad Pitt in a space movie. It's the first time we've seen him in a space movie, right? Brad Pitt is one of my favorite actors, if not. No, yeah, well, he's one of my favorite actors. When I was growing up, he was probably my favorite actor. Like I said, him and Leo were 2 of my favorite actors, and they still are. But I mean, they kind of are selective now. Really, like I think Brad is doing a lot of producing as well these days. But yeah, Ad Astra was directed by James Gray, I believe. I think I'm thinking I'm getting it wrong. I should have the Wikipedia pages open already, and that's how you know it's. I'm rusty, guys. Ad Astra. James Gray. What did I say? I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, it was directed by James Gray, and yeah, I thought that movie was great. I thought the movie was it was. A lot of people are coming and saying there are. I understand why people compare it to other movies like First Man, Interstellar. What was that other one? The one with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. God damn it! Wow, I'm blanking on that name. Hmm. But anyways, I understand why people are quick to compare a lot of movies, but I feel like, look, yeah, there's space movies and stuff like that. There's sci-fi movies and all that stuff. But I was talking to one of my buddies online on Twitter actually, and I was like, you know what? He was saying, hey, Interstellar was way more better than that. And Gravity, there you go. God damn, I was gonna say Galaxy. Like, what the fuck? But anyways, a lot of people are comparing it to those films, and one of my buddies is like, oh yeah. Interstellar is like way better, and I understand that. I actually personally, right now, I like Interstellar a little bit better, but I was gonna say I think I need to see actually both of them. I haven't seen Interstellar for in a long time. I want to see Ad Astra again to really kind of definitively say which one I like better. But I think both of them were trying to go for something completely different. And Ad Astra is a slow burn. It did remind me not a lot, but it did give me some vibes of 2001. And yeah, and all those vibes of the other films. So, but I feel like this one's more of a character study, more of a kind of just a unique look on this character of forgetting his name, but Brad Pitt's character, right? And his whole relationship with his father, and kind of how the politics and all that stuff works in the future, or is going to work in the future. And it's pretty cool little insight about that too. And at the end, yeah, I know why a lot of people were kind of, it was just slow, it was boring, the ending and all that stuff. But for me, it was just like, man, like this is just one of those movies that you really got to kind of pay attention to, but also like you really have to like these movies in order to really like this movie, to really understand it. If you're looking for, again, it has its audience, right? And I feel like, a lot of people, maybe by the trailer, it wasn't misleading, but people maybe are expecting something else, and that's why they're going in with these expectations, and then they get something like this, so maybe that's the fault of a lot of people not being into it. But overall, I think it was just a great movie. The score for it, I said this in my tweet, the score for the film, actually, you know what, I have no idea why I haven't done this before. Let me see. This is music by Max Richard. Yeah, he did. Wow, he has a lot of Mad Max. But anyways, he did a fantastic job with the score, and it just, I like the score for Moon. That one's a fucking awesome. For Interstellar, like I love these whole space scores, and when they do it right, it just gives you a tone. Like it just fits with the tone, and just does something to the atmosphere. No pun intended, of the film, right? And I thought the score was beautiful. And cinematography, obviously, with these movies, there's a lot of opportunity to overly use CGI, but I feel like that the visual effects were amazing, and also the cinematography was just spot on. There's a lot of shots where it's just like, this could be a wallpaper, you know what I'm saying? And this could be literally, I would want this frame to be hung up on my wall, so that was great. And Brad Pitt, he continues his streak this year. I'm so glad to see him pop up in in some movies, and again, I mean, I think, damn, it's hard to compare both his performances because, again, there's just like two completely different films. But I mean, I gotta be honest, I had more fun, and I think I like this movie better. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, so I think I would give his performance, like that performance, a slight edge. But this one was like he's just coming out in 2019 with two of his best performances of his career, and he has to be. I heard online, I think I read something online that he's not campaigning for like a Best Actor award because he thinks it kind of defeats the purpose of that, like kind of going into a job or a role and kind of say, okay, well, this is going to be my chance. Like he had, I'm paraphrasing, but he said something along those lines, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. This is a interesting take. I respect him for that. I would like for him to get an award though, so maybe he's not campaigning for this role in Ad Astra, but maybe a best supporting role. I think he'll have a better shot in getting a best supporting actor nomination for that role of Cliff, instead of this one in kind of a leading man role, like the best actor role. So maybe he's going to be campaigning for that one. But yeah, overall, if you guys love movies like that, like Gravity, Interstellar, even Arrival, just those space movies, if you guys have some interest in watching this movie, go watch it. And again, like I always say, make your own opinion about it. And watch it in Dolby. I'm so glad that this one was playing in Dolby instead of Rambo, even though I would like to see Rambo in Dolby. And that's the film we're going to talk about next. But I'm so glad this one was in Dolby in AMC, because it just, again, that score and just the visual effects and everything like that really take advantage of the sound system and the screen. So if you guys have a chance and you guys are interested, go watch it in Dolby. Could not recommend this movie enough, especially for kind of like a little tease of this award season coming soon, right? So yeah, guys, let me know if you guys have seen Ad Astra. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section down below. And now let's talk about Rambo: Last Blood. So unfortunately, I did not see I wanted to see at least the first one before I saw this latest one, and maybe the last one, but I didn't. But yeah, Rambo: Last Blood. What can I say? I mean, if you love these movies because of John Rambo and what he does, and especially if you like 3 and 4, if you guys like that character, and including 3 and 4, then you guys are going to really enjoy this one. And I think it caters to those fans, those Rambo fans, and and especially the third act. The third act is amazing, and it's everything we wanted to see. Like, if they somehow could have made it like John Wick 3, where literally it's just a whole film, like it's just action scene by action scene. If that was the case, that would be kind of cool. But at the same time, it is a Rambo story. It is kind of like his last ride, I guess. So you kind of had to have a little bit of a story there. But I mean, besides the third act, we'll talk about it a little bit later. But man, without spoiling anything, man, it was just like I wasn't thinking about leaving. But I like there was this guy next to me. Like, there was an empty seat next to me, but then the next seat next to that, literally the guy was on his phone the whole time, and I did not mind it at all. And usually I would tell, hey dude, like, watching a movie, I'm sorry, whatever. But I swear I just didn't mind, and thankfully his screen wasn't like bright or anything like that. But I just, like, every now and then I would look and he's still on there. But I found myself just like rolling my eyes at a lot of scenes, a lot of character decisions. And I know, like, without characters doing certain things, the story and the plot couldn't, go forward and stuff like that. But I feel like, I told my brother this earlier today. I was like, I feel like they had this idea. Okay, cool. Rambo's last ride, this action set piece, the third act. How can we get there? And they're like, okay, well, what about the, it's just like rapidly, like they literally came up with the story like last minute. So that's one thing, and the other thing is just the acting, man. Like, the guy who played Rambo's brother, he literally was just standing there reading lines. Like, he wasn't even like trying. Like, that's just, oh my God, that was hilarious. Like, literally every scene that he was in, I was just dying. Like, I was just like, oh my God, like, is this really happening? And there's some other acting, like this Chola girl or whatever. Oh man, like, I mean, again, these actors are trying, I guess, their best. I mean, I don't know, but maybe they're trying their best with what they were given with. And also, actually, no, you know what? I don't even think they were trying their best. It's just like, look, this is a quick paycheck. Let's get this and then go home, because the directors, I think it's directors or director. Let me see. Again, this is how you know I'm rusty. I should have had these Wikipedia pages. Adrian something. He did Edge of Darkness, which I didn't. Oh no, what the heck? First assistant director. Oh, okay. So yeah, I think this is his first full directing gig, and you can tell that it was his first like directorial debut. But yeah, just the story. It just, like, really, like, I don't know. It just kind of took me out of the moment in the movie, and it's just kind of like, man, like, I wasn't expecting like Academy Award winning type of caliber film, but I was like, at least a little bit more, But at the end, again, the third act, after the action set pieces, like kind of what some of Rambo's dialogue kind of fits that. And I was like, all right, cool. I didn't, all right, whatever. But like I said, if you're a fan of those films, um, you're going to like it. You're going to really love it, especially the third act. And yeah, that's all I got to say about Rambo. I mean, I didn't have an awful time. Again, like I didn't want to walk out like in other movies and stuff like that. It's just I would have liked a little bit more of a story, a little bit more, character time and stuff like that. And there are some jokes there that I was like, really, like I, But anyways, the third act is awesome. Again, if you guys like those movies, go watch it. That's all I can say about Rambo Last Blood. But yeah, thankfully that's not the last movie I saw this week, and I also saw the Peanut Butter Falcon. And thinking about this, because I did a double feature on Thursday night, and it's funny because I left my house at Rambo started at 8, and I left my house at 8:07, and my brother's like, "Dude, you're late for your movie." I was like, "Nah, I'm not. Trust me, I'm not late because there's like 30 minutes at least of trailers playing." And sure enough, I got there and there's like I think I still saw like 5 trailers, and it was like 8:24 or something like that. And I was just like, I even told my brother, like I took a picture and I was like, "Look, see, I'm still there's still trailers." And like I was like, "It's ridiculous to be honest." It's like, yeah, man, like a lot of times like we go to the movies and it's like, God damn, it's taking forever. And that's kind of cool because people come in, last second and then, oh, maybe you want to go get a popcorn and soda. Cool. You get back to your seat and it's trailer's still going. So maybe that's why they're doing it, give you a little bit more extra time for those people who come in late and stuff like that to get your concessions and stuff like that. But at the same time, if you're one of those people who like to plan your days and stuff like that, okay, cool. The movie is an hour and 30 minutes. It starts at 8. You're expected to be out of the theater by 9:30, right? And it's like, no, you're out by like 10. The movie, yeah, if the movie finished around 10 and Ad Astra started at 10:15. But again, I had to go do some to the bank real quick. I had to get some money. So I went to the bank, and came back to the theater, and there's still more trailers playing. And it's like, but sometimes when you don't have that, like when you get there at 8, for the 8 o'clock showing, you literally have to sit there for 30 minutes. And it's like, God damn it. Like, come on. I just want to see the movie already, especially if it's like a big blockbuster you've been highly anticipating. It's like, man, you sit there for 30 minutes. Like kind of, it's cool to see some trailers, but at the end of the day, it's like, God, just play the movie. Just play the movie. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the other movie, like I said, that I saw was the Peanut Butter Falcon. And this movie, I've been wanting to watch it for a long time. I forgot how I, found out about it, maybe through the buzz online, or maybe just, again, on Flick Search, just trying to see what movies are on. And I saw the cast. I was like, okay, cool, I'm on board. And then that's when I started to hear a little more of the buzz of the performances and stuff like that. And I finally got to see it, and it did not disappoint. This movie is one of my favorite films of the year. It, like I said on my tweet, it's just one of those feel-good movies, a heartwarming story about friendship and pursuing your dreams. And man, this throughout the whole film, I just found myself having a good time and just smiling, just being happy, and just watching these two characters go on this journey, right? And just rooting for them and just having a good time with it. Like I felt like I was there on that little adventure with them, and I wanted these characters to succeed. And when there was those tension-filled moments, I felt scared for them. Like I was like, oh damn, what's gonna happen next? Is this gonna happen? Is that gonna happen? And it's like a 90-minute movie, about these two kids, not these two kids, but these two characters trying to get from point A to point B because of X, Y, and Z. I won't ruin it for you guys if you guys don't really know about it. Like, I honestly didn't really. I saw the trailer like once or like a little bit of it. I barely found out it was like about the character of Zach wanting to be a wrestler and stuff like that. I was like, okay, cool, and I got so excited because there's actually two I guess cameos of wrestlers, older wrestlers, And one of them I knew right away. The other ones I like, this guy looks familiar, but I didn't. Me and my buddy looked it up after, and this is me scrolling. But yeah, there was one. I was like, what the heck? Like that's him. That's the guy. I won't spoil it for you guys in case you guys didn't know. That was pretty cool to see them in that movie. And Shia LaBeouf, man, both him and Zach. I'll butcher his last name if I try to say the second lead or the second gentleman's name. Let me see. The Peanut Butter. I keep calling it the Peanut Butter and Jelly Falcon. Yeah, let me see. His name is Zach. Yeah, I can't pronounce. I can't. I won't even attempt it. But anyways, even Dakota Johnson, it was pretty good in the movie. I think Bruce Dern was in there too. I was like, what the heck? It was cool to see him. Thomas Hayden Church was in it as well. But yeah, guys, this movie is just, like I said, it's just one of those movies that make you care about the movie. Zac Efron. That would be interesting. But yeah, I believe the other Zach was playing a Down syndrome individual, and I don't think Zac Efron has Down syndrome. But also, I love what they say about that in the movie as well. How there's that one scene, right, where where Shia LaBeouf's character is talking to Dakota Johnson on the boat. And I won't give it away, but the way they're just talking about that subject, I was like, you know what, this is exactly what I feel, and it's beautifully handled, a beautiful story, and just again, you're just rooting for these characters, and you're just you'll have a smile from start to finish. It's a feel good movie. It's one of those movies like it just reminds you why you love movies, why you love these indie movies, these smaller movies where, obviously we had the Avengers facing Thanos this year. We had John Wick facing, an against all odds situation and all that stuff. And we have all these blockbusters, but it's nice to see just this very human story, right? And yeah, I can't wait to watch it again. I hope it comes out on Blu-ray, because a lot of these movies, for some reason, are taking really long to come out on Blu-ray, or not getting Blu-ray releases at all, unfortunately. Like that movie last year, it got a DVD release, but not a Blu-ray release. And that was Can You Ever Forgive Me? In Columbus, it took like 2 years to get a Blu-ray release, which I just got it. But yeah, hopefully it comes out on Blu-ray and I'm able to pick it up, because I want to revisit that. I want to feel good again. I want to feel happy and stuff like that. So highly recommend the Peanut Butter Falcon. Yeah, it's Aaron Johnson. It's that gentleman. I can't pronounce his last name. I don't want to butcher it. But yeah, guys. So yeah, those are the 3 movies I saw this movie in theaters. Again, there's Ad Astra, Rambo, Last Blood, and the Peanut Butter Falcon. I put out a poll on Twitter with the movie Freaks, Villains, Ready or Not, and what was the other one? It was like a one-word title as well. God damn it. I'm the one that tweeted this. Again, I should have. No, I don't want to leave this side. That would have been bad. I should have my stuff ready. Again, I haven't done this in a while, guys, and this is the second time I'm doing this whole live stream thing. Okay, cool. Sean Chandler met Chris Stuckman at Fantastic Fest, which is pretty cool. I don't know if Fantastic Fest is here in California or somewhere else, but that's pretty cool. Let me see. How do I get to my profile? All right, so Hustlers. And Ready or Not won. I got it was 26 votes overall, and Ready or Not won. So that's probably the film I'm going to watch. I want to watch all those films: Hustlers, Villains, Freaks, and Ready or Not. But Ready or Not is going to be the film that I watch next, probably tomorrow night. And yeah, guys. Okay, so next I want to talk to you guys about my watch list for the rest of the year. I was bored last night, or I think the night before, and I went on Letterboxd and I did my list of, kind of like just my watch list of what I want to see for the rest of the year. And it's pretty interesting. There's a lot of movies. There's like 47 movies. Let me see. Where's my list? All right, Watchlist 2019. So again, Freaks, Villains, Hustlers, and Ready or Not as some movies I want to catch before they leave the theaters. I still haven't seen Good Boys, which I'm bummed out about that. But again, I don't think it's playing anywhere near me. And real quick, these movies they're already released in Blu-ray or home media, or I just missed them in theaters and they're going to be soon released in Blu-ray and stuff like that. That's Rocketman, High Life, The Farewell, Beach Bum, Fighting with My Family, Brightburn, Long Shot, all those movies. There's some more too, but I want to focus on the ones upcoming. But though, hopefully, those I can see those films before the end of the year. And now let's get to the upcoming one. I kind of ranked them. I wish I would. I wish I could show you guys, but I'll talk about like the first. Well, I'll talk about some of them and then just kind of mention all of them because then this video will be 3 hours long. So, anyways, the first few films on my list. Again, these are okay. These are like 5 right here. So these are my top 10 most anticipated films for the rest of the year. And obviously we'll go down. We'll start from 10 to 1. And coming at number 10 is Jojo Rabbit. And again, these movies, it's kind of hard to tell because there's a lot of movies like Jojo Rabbit and then Queen and Slim are like right next to each other. And I'm so excited for Queen and Slim. But yeah, Jojo Rabbit comes in at number 10. Taika Waititi is directing it. He's one of my favorite persons in Hollywood right now. And it won like the best award at TIFF, which is everybody was kind of like, what the heck? But that's saying something about the film. And I can't wait to see it. I was going to say Red Rum is the next one coming at number 9, but it's Dr. Sleep. The last trailer for this film, like I was already sold, but it's like the last trailer for that movie. I was like, you know what? I want to see it ASAP. Give it to me now. I love that it's a sequel to The Shining, but it's a sequel to The Shining, but not like, I don't know, like it's just like a different, like, it just feels different. And I feel like because of that, like it's a different title. It's not like The Shining 2, you know, they didn't like try to replicate it or something like that. It's literally a continuation of Danny's story. That's why I'm excited, and also exploring a lot more of other things that we kind of have questions about in that world. So that's why I'm excited to watch it. And also, Ewan McGregor is one of my favorite actors working today, so it's going to be cool to see him in that film. So the next coming at number, hold on, 8 is Knives Out. Rian Johnson. I loved The Last Jedi. I know that a lot of people, you know, it's cool. If you guys didn't like it, it's cool, but I personally loved it. I'm a big fan of Rian Johnson Looper, and I have Brick on DVD because, again, it's not on Blu-ray. It's on Blu-ray only in Canada, but I have the DVD. Can't wait to watch that movie. But I'm a big fan of Rian Johnson. I heard nothing but great things about Knives Out, so that's that. Parasite is the next movie by Bong Joon-ho. He directed Okja and Snowpiercer, and I believe he has other films as well, but those are the only films I've seen. And this movie just looks insane. This movie looks gnarly, and from what everybody else has been saying, it delivers in that part. And I'm like, you know what? I can't wait to see what this guy brings next. Another movie that looks bizarre is The Lighthouse. So that's coming in at number 6. And obviously the cast, Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe, and director from The Witch, Robert Eggers, I believe. So yeah, if you guys don't listen to the A24 podcast, highly recommend that episode with Robert Eggers and the director of Midsommar and Hereditary, Ari Aster. There you go. That one's a great podcast. But anyways, this movie just looks insane in it, and from what I've heard from people who watched it, it delivers, and it's kind of just like you think it's going to be bizarre, but it's like bizarre on a whole nother level. And now, like, okay, cool. I want to see that. And again, kind of continuing with bizarre type of films. The next film on the list coming at number 5 is Uncut Gems by, I should know this, the Safdie brothers, starring Adam Sandler. Good Time was one of my favorite films of that year. And this movie, again, from what people have been saying from TIFF, that Adam Sandler this is one of his best performances, and that this movie is just a thrill ride, suspenseful. Like it's just like this ride of a film, right? And like you don't get off it until the very end. Like you're literally, it's kind of like going from 0 to 100 real quick, and you get in that ride and you just don't stop until it ends, you know? So that's pretty cool. I can't wait to see what the Safdies do next with that too, and even after. But anyways, the next film is called Waves. It's directed by Trey Edwards Schultz. He did It Comes at Night, and I loved that movie. Not a lot of other people did, but I loved it, and I couldn't wait to see what this guy did next. And also someone else who I was looking forward to seeing what he did next is Calvin Harrison Jr. He was great in It Comes at Night, and I believe he's in another movie this year too. I think it's called Loose or something like that. But in this one, the trailer for it just looks beautiful. Looks like a great film. Gave me little vibes of Moonlight and stuff like that. And one of my good buddies saw it or TIFF already. He's just raving about it. I believe is one of his favorite films of the year, if not his up there, I believe so. But I believe this is his favorite film from TIFF. And yeah, this one again, just looking at the trailer, the way it's shot, the acting, I can't wait to see what Edward Schultz shows us, what he can do, because I personally feel like he handled that horror suspenseful thriller great, and It Comes at Night, and now he's doing just like a dramatic film, right? A dramatic piece, and I just can't wait to see what he brings to that. And yeah, guys, I can't wait for Waves. And then the next three are kind of obvious. Coming in number 3 is Joker. Obviously, I like everybody else, I'm excited for it. Finally saw the last trailer for it. Completely sold. Can't wait to buy my tickets. Gonna see it in IMAX, and maybe even Dolby and regular and 3D and whatever. But can't wait for that movie. I don't know what else to say. Joaquin Phoenix looks amazing, and yeah, this is gonna be in everybody's top 10 favorite superhero films of all time. I can already tell, and that's great. That's awesome that we're getting those type of movies. You know what I'm saying? Marvel and the MCU. They've been giving us awesome films, and I have some of the MCU movies in my top 10 favorite superhero films of all time. But yeah, I don't want to get into it. But anyways, hopefully they can start delivering something like that too. That DC, I mean, the 21st Century Fox gave us Logan, right? My second favorite superhero film, I think so, or third. I'm not sure because I have like 3 lists. One is my personal list. One list is like I combined some films. But anyways, yeah, that's Joker is going to be in everybody's top 10 favorite superhero films of the year. Let me see. I disagree with Chris's opinions, John. I think the reason is his rants in his older videos. Batman and Robin. Chris didn't like it. Well, I liked it. I think Chris O'Donnell is a great actor. Chris's opinions. Who are you talking about? Chris Stuckman or? But yeah, Batman and Robin is another movie I've been wanting to revisit because I literally just last week I think I revisited Batman, and I want to. Those movies I grew up with. Literally, I remember being in the theaters. I don't know if it was for Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, but I remember being in the theaters for Batman and Robin. And I remember loving that film, right? And, growing up, you kind of understand a few things. But it's just one of those movies that you grow up with and you love it because it's just nostalgic. And also, Chris Tuckman is who I disagree with. Okay, yeah, I was thinking you meant him. But yeah, it's just one of those films that like not only just for nostalgic purposes, but it's just like, look, this is Batman. Batman has had different incarnations in the comics, outside of the comics. And this one's kind of like they kind of went to the old school, like the kind of where like the 60s Batman with God damn it, Adam West, right? And like it's kind of cool to see like a newer version of that. And I feel like that's what Batman and Robin was. And they obviously, yeah, they try to sell toys, they try to sell this, but back when I was a kid, I appreciated that. I appreciated all the cups, the toys, and all this stuff. And it was just like, that's Batman, right? And then Batman matured as I matured. I feel like obviously not everybody felt that, but when I was getting older, we had the Christopher Nolan series, and now we've had the Ben Affleck incarnation, and now we're gonna have a different one. I think that's what Batman and his whole roster of villains is for, right? It's just for different generations at different times. We can go revisit the Adam West one if we like that one. If we prefer the Tim Burton movies, we can, like there's just a lot of stuff out there for us to like. And I feel like Batman and Robin, Batman Forever are just another different incarnation that a lot of people like, including me. Shit, I want to get the 4K Steelbook exclusives from Best Buy, right? Like I want to own those films. I do own them already, but on DVD. But I want to upgrade them. But I want to watch them again because I think I watched Batman and Robin recently, like within the last 2 years, and I had a fun time watching it. But I want to revisit them again. But yeah, man. So I don't disagree with you about Batman and Robin and Chris O'Donnell. And Chris O'Donnell, he's in like one of those CSI shows, right? He's in CSI or one of those other like NCIS or something like that. He was like in some movies, but then he generally stuck to TV and stuff like that. But Yeah, guys. So, anyways, we left off with Joker, and the next film on my most anticipated films for the rest of the year, 2019. Coming in number two is The Irishman. Obviously, this one was in my top five of the year earlier this year. Now that we got to see the trailer, so what? It's going to be on Netflix. It's going to be 3 hours long. If we're I'm going to try to see it in theaters because it's going to have a limited run. I'm going to try to see it in theaters, but again, if I'm not feeling it, it's cool to have the option to see it at home. And like, cool, if I have, me being so busy, if I have an hour today, I can watch an hour of it, and then tomorrow come and finish the rest of it. So I don't really feel like the runtime's a big issue. But yeah, I can't wait to see what Scorsese does next, especially with this cast. Obviously, he's working with some of his veterans and stuff like that, and I can't wait to see that movie. I love Scorsese, so I can't wait to see what he does next. And obviously, coming in number one, like I mentioned earlier, Ryan Johnson, my love of The Last Jedi, and it's because I love Star Wars, and that is obviously coming in number one. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. No matter what you think about Solo, Star Wars story, or The Last Jedi, or The Force Awakens, the original trilogy, prequel trilogy, this movie is supposed to wrap everything all up, and I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see this saga come to an end, to this conclusion of this story that's been in my life since ever, ever since I was born. I can't wait to see what they come up with, especially with Palpatine returning. Going to be very interesting. I love Star Wars, and man, I just can't believe. Like, first we got the 21st century logo taken away from those movies, right? With the original, with the prequel, with the sequel trilogy. And now it's like maybe the last time we're gonna have the crawl, right? Maybe, because Rogue One and I don't think Solo Star Wars story had that. So it's it's definitely an end of an era, and I can't wait to see what how they wrap it up and stuff like that. And the trailer and everything I've seen from it just looks amazing, and that's got to be my most anticipated film of the year. And what's left, right? But yeah, guys, go really quick. I'll just mention the other ones because it's already 36 minutes, and like I said, these little live things are just gonna be real quick. So, anyways, I'm not gonna just say the name. Like, well, the order is literally I went from 10 to 1, but now I'm going to like 11 through 40 or whatever. I think how many movies are in this? 36. Okay, 36. Okay, so like I said, like I mentioned, Queen and Slim, Zombieland, Double Tap, Honey Boy, Ford versus Ferrari, 21 Bridges, Just Mercy, The Lodge, Gemini Man, 1917, Frozen 2, the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, Jumanji, The Next Level, Little Monsters, Midway, Daniel Isn't Real, Little Woman, A Hidden Life, It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, Motherless Brooklyn, Marriage Story, The King, Aeronauts, Dark Waters, Bombshell, what is this one called? I thought it was just The Report. Oh yeah, The Report. It's because the poster misled me. But anyways, The Report and Low Tide. So those are the films. There's gonna be other ones too, but these are the films that are kind of like, okay, cool. I went through like Wikipedia and I think the Flickster app, saw these movies coming out. I was like, cool. I gotta see every one of these movies. Hopefully, I see in theaters. That's on my watch list to watch for the rest of the year. There is movies coming on Netflix and Amazon and stuff like that. I didn't really count those. I think like Low Tide was an Netflix exclusive or something like that. It looks pretty cool. It's an A24 film, I believe so. But yeah, guys. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this live stream. Again, I'm going to try to come at you guys once a week, either live or if I have a review for you guys like this one. I did 3 reviews, so I'm going to probably cut those out and put them out solo, right? But they're not really, I didn't really plan, like, it's not that I didn't plan it, but it's kind of like I didn't really full on review them. Like, I did review them, but I feel like if I was focusing just on that review, I would have given a little bit more of content. So maybe I'll put them out separately. Maybe I won't. We'll see. I just want to bring you guys content. And like, if it's these, quick live streams, kind of talking to you guys about movies of that week, what's going to like the news or something like that. Like, I wanted, just in case I ran out of time or ran out of stuff to talk about within that 30-minute time frame like that, I was going to talk to you guys about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre sequel. I believe, God damn it, forgetting who is going to be in charge of that. I think that's not Freddy Alvarez. I think he did The film where the old man is blind. He's gonna be in charge of that. But anyways, it's kind of like a direct sequel to Tom Hooper's original. Where is it at? Here it is. I just want to make sure. Toby Hooper. Yeah, but anyways, it's going to be a sequel to this film, which I think it already had, but I guess they're throwing it out like Halloween, right? So, 40th anniversary. God damn. But yeah, this movie again is one of my favorite horror movies because I see it every Halloween. I try to, at least. I saw it last Halloween, and it's just like The Shining. It has this creepy, eerie vibe to it. It's just like I feel like it's real. And I never want to go to Texas because of that. But anyways, I was going to talk about that in case I didn't have enough things to talk about. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And again, if you guys have questions for me, if you guys are in the live chat right now or watching this pre-recorded, leave those questions in the comment section down below. I'm going to ask for more questions on Twitter and stuff like that a little bit later. So next week, I'll answer those for you as well. And yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching, so much for watching. And until next time, we'll see you at the movies. Peace. Also, let me know what you guys what you guys are excited to see for the rest of 2019. Yeah, bye guys.